Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Hello, thanks for joining me. Church members around the world are commemorating the 150th anniversary of the adoption of the name Seventh-day Adventist on the 2nd of October. The name Seventh-day Adventist was formally voted on October 1, 1860. The name was used by the fledgling church's publishing house as well as for its local congregations. Today, the church has more than 16 million adult members and is the 12th largest religious body in the world. It's estimated that more than 25 million people attend a Seventh-day Adventist church every Saturday. The church operates universities, schools, hospitals, medical clinics, publishing houses and media centres with a missionary presence in more than 200 countries.
Our name is important to us because it captures two of our fundamental beliefs that they really define who we are. The Seventh-day Sabbath and our belief in the coming of Jesus.
Dr. Oliver is encouraging all Seventh-day Adventists to ask how they can be more effectively connected with the mission of the church. Christians in Papua New Guinea have joined in the celebrations of the country's Independence Day. 35 years ago, Papua New Guinea was granted independence by Australia, which remains the largest aid donor to the country. This year, students of Pacific Adventist University held a flag procession with traditionally dressed young people. Vice-Chancellor Dr. Branimir Schubert called upon all young Papua New Guineans to stand in the gap between their people and God, like Moses stood in the gap between his people and God. Schubert said the event provided an opportunity to affirm the culture while challenging those values not compatible with the gospel. Adventist Review and the Jordan Times report a 3,000-year-old temple has been unearthed in Atarus, Jordan. Most of the historic finds, including a statue of a bull-faced god and nearly 300 vessels, lamps and altars for religious rituals, were uncovered by a La Sierra University team which has been excavating Khirbet Atarus since 2000. Archaeologist Dr. Chang Ho-ji from La Sierra University, a Seventh-day Adventist tertiary institution in California, says it's the largest and best preserved temple from the biblical period. Jordan's Department of Antiquities says the temple is dated between 1000 and 800 BC. A brand new pigeon hymn book has been published and used for the first time in Mount Hagen, Papua New Guinea. Retired Adventist missionaries Pastor Lester Locke and Dr. Glyn Litster worked together on the 245 hymns. Pastor Locke, a Motu and pidgin linguist since the 1920s, translated the lyrics. Dr. Litster painstakingly matched each syllable of the pidgin lyrics with the music notes. He obtained the copyright for each hymn and also raised funds to print the hymn book. Thousands attended an evangelistic campaign where the new book sing was launched, some having walked for 3 days to get there. Others walking in from the bush, never having seen a car or a white person, let alone a hymn book. People say they knew many of the songs in English, but now the words are in pidgin, they can understand the real meaning behind the lyrics. One of Australia's oldest continuous publications is a Christian magazine, and it has just been handed 3 awards. Signs of the Times magazine received the awards at the annual Australasian Religious Press Association convention held in Hobart, Tasmania. Writer Adele Nash was awarded for her feature From the Ashes on the Black Saturday bushfires in Victoria. Signs designer Shane Winfield received an award for Best Layout. Book reviewer Nick Matisky also received an award for a review of 2 books, Gilead and Home, by Pulitzer-winning author Marilyn Robinson.
Really exciting for us to be recognised and honoured by a professional organisation, to know that we are actually up there on par with everyone else and even maybe a bit better to be recognised is really delightful for us.
You can go to infocus.org.au to watch the full half hour of In Focus. Well, that's Adventist News for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.